I have a cat that's joined me.
You have
Hi,
a
Penny.
cat? Oh, man, rub it in.
He's, I don't
Ours all
usually let him in
died
the room.
last year. Isn't that crazy? I lost 3 cats over the last 2 years. One at my dad's and 2 of them here. It's different. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a dark way to
We
start.
lost
What's
one.
good, internet?
I was gonna say we lost one last year.
What's good, internet? I'm Eric, and this is, of course, my Power Wash teammate
That's
for
Eric.
this.
This is Kevin. Our cats are
Our
dead.
cats are dead. Uh,
Hi, Penny.
we're back doing some Power Wash Simulator extras. We are in the Gnome Fountain. We started this up last time. This job ended up tailing. What was? Did we finish up Laura Croft?
Yeah, we thought this was not going to be as big of a job as it ended up being.
So a new game plan, a new game plan for this. Going forward, I want each of these like big levels to be one dedicated episode. That way we're finished, we're starting a job, we're finishing a job. So we are going to finish this job today. And then if we wrap up early, we wrap up early. If not, that's cool. This is getting done today. And then me and Kevin are probably going to go play Monster Hunter. And you guys won't be
Off
watching that
stream.
off
Yeah.
stream. Because I have been generous. I have given you guys 2 streams already today. Actually, we did. You know what? Let me double check because I have yet to actually check YouTube to make sure that we are live. And half the
I got the
time
I did get the notification that you went live on my phone, if that helps. I did
that
not
does help.
open the stream because I need my phone for other things in the meanwhile.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Audio's good. All right. I am doubling through your mic, and I did notice it on the stream before too. But I'm not too worried about it because I do come through a little bit quieter.
I mean, I could
Um,
try turning my headphones down if that fixes it.
I'd rather be able to hear you. Why am I in the white setting? What is this? Clown shoes. Okay.
It's just how the game starts you.
So Kevin, you are a bit of a Batman fanatic, right?
Just do what you're gonna do, man. Just do what you're gonna do.
Well, no, I'm actually curious. Do you?
If I know what this is leading to, but if you want a genuine discussion, I'll give you
Yeah,
one. Yes, I do
I
consider
do.
myself to be a bit of a Batman fan. I am not the biggest Batman fan, but I do like Batman. Um, I like, and I get weird looks from this because of the movie version of this character, but did I liked the comic book version of this character before the movie came out. I am a Bane fan.
Okay, hey, Bane is cool. He's got that like luchador mutant vibe going on, doesn't he? He's Spanish, right? Oh
Uh,
no, I'm thinking is it Bane?
no, no, no. Yeah, it's Bane. I don't remember off the top of my head if it was um he's foreign for sure, but I don't remember if it was like one of the DC made up countries or if it was like Mexico or something like that.
Okay, because for some reason I
Um,
remember in my
I
head I
have the
remember
Nightfall book where he was introduced. I could pull that up.
if you want to, but I for some reason in my head sticks a scene of him in a wrestling ring in Mexico. Like I think he was fighting Mil Mascaras.
Well, I mean, his character had been changed quite a bit, and they did at a point because of the mask. Um, like give him a luchador. I do believe it was somewhere in South America. So he was like born in like a maximum security prison.
He was born in prison?
Yep, and and basically for some
Whoa.
reason, they weren't just like, oh, look, we better get this baby out of this prison. They're just like, no, baby too dangerous. Keep baby in prison.
He was born in the cartels. He runs with the cartels. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I mean, the prison was also like super corrupt, and they were like running human experiments, which I think was another part of the reason why they kept him there. Because
So
that's where like the whole like venom drug comes from, and where he gets his like uh
like the orange
inhuman
tube or
abilities.
green tubes of like poison. I don't know what it is, but that's
So
insane.
yeah, so the tubes themselves are not green, but the venom drug itself is a very bright iridescent green.
Okay, this I'm gonna say a delightful point of conversation because I rarely think of Bane like when I think of the Batman series. Like normally you get like Joker or Harley Quinn or Robin or Batman. Bane is someone who doesn't normally come across my radar as someone to talk about really. So that's interesting that you would.
Canonically, I mean, it's been discovered multiple ways throughout the years, and by heroes and villains alike. Batman's true identity is Bruce Wayne. Like Bane, as far as I'm aware, canonically is the first person to just straight up deduce based on habits alone of Bruce Wayne and Batman that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Like he's just that smart. He's probably the second or third smartest person in the DC universe and like intellect alone. I do believe Brainiac holds the number one slot for that, but yeah, his intellect is incredible. He's one of the few people to just like figure out through detective work that like, oh yeah, obviously Batman is Bruce Wayne.
That's insane. I never thought of Bane as being like the smart one.
Well, the
Because
problem is like what the venom drug is basically barbarian rage, so it gives him those like those superhuman strength and all of that other stuff. But it while he's in that state on the drug, he's basically like I don't want to say the Hulk because it's not quite accurate, but yeah, he just loses all sense of self, and the prolonged usage of the venom does cause his body and mind to deteriorate a little bit.
like I would say like normally when you think of villains, if you think of one specific type of set, right? Like if they're big and burly, they're powerhouses. Normally, do you only give that benefit of multiple traits to like a superhero? So seeing a villain who can be both smart and wreck your shit on any given day physically, that's just awesome.
Well, once again, that does come with you know, a huge downside because it does like he does have that intellect and like he kind of perfected the venom serum after being um you know the guinea pig for it for a while when he finally got his revenge and fucked up the guards who were ruining his life and all the other stuff. He's
Well,
just
good
like
for him.
I still have a use for this drug because now I'm going out into the world and this is
Good
the
lord.
world is my prison now.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Um, so where I was originally going to go with that was, and I'm glad you brought this up because I was going to see what type of Batman you liked. You've said that you've seen the movie. I was wondering if you're more of a game guy, a movie guy, And if you've seen the movies, what is your impression? Who do you think is the best Alfred? And
I
it's
mean,
going to be
it's got
hard
to
for
be Michael
me.
Caine, right?
Okay, that's the only name I can attribute to Alfred because it's the voice that everyone goes to as their default Alfred. It's such an iconic voice. And I don't really know any other
Well, like, and
Alfreds.
it's crazy because like Michael Caine was already like this huge, prolific, like, like world renowned, like mastercraft actor. And it's just like he's doing Batman.
Well, not Batman. He's in Batman, but
Well, I'm saying like he's doing Batman, but it's like it's weird, right? Because he just does projects that thinks are fun. Because like I think it actually this definitely came out before. I was like, now I'm thinking about. It, I'm like, oh, he was also in like fucking Austin Powers.
yes, Austin
He was
Powers is
Austin
my
Powers'
first
dad.
introduction to his work. I'd never seen Michael Caine until an Austin Powers film. And I'm like, oh
There's
my
two
god,
things in
he's
this world
great.
I can't stand: it's people who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What
That
seriously?
movie as a
What are
whole
you
did
gonna
not
do?
age well, but there's still some really good one-liners.
What are you gonna do? You don't even have a name tag. You stand no chance. I'm like, my favorite line. Oh my gosh. So Kevin, I bring up the Batman conversation
I know why you're bringing up the Batman
ultimately
conversation.
for a reason. I am going to need you to play the role of Alfred. You have one line, and I was just wondering on what kind of
Nope, this was
delivery
not.
you were
No,
going to
you
do.
were. This was not agreed upon.
It's
No,
just
you told me about some stuff.
one line.
Is the
You
line
got
"Go
one
fuck
line.
yourself"?
No, the line is yes, Master Bruce. That is.
Absolutely not. I'm not saying that to you.
You're not saying it to me. You're saying it to Bruce Wayne.
You're not Bruce Wayne.
All right.
You
So
you can do both the voices.
you want me to method act with myself?
How are you method acting? We're both fucking broke.
I've got a power washer in my hand, and I'm here to clean up crime.
You have a dual sense in your hand.
That's true. That is
The
true. Way to
same
ruin the
controller
illusion,
that I
Kev.
have.
Way to ruin the illusion. All right. So to preface, I
You
brought
were
this
so,
up.
and I was ready to go along with a lot of stuff. You were just like, "Hey, I didn't want to just spring this on you," and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
sprung, "Kevin, I need you to act in these things,"
No, it's just
and I'm
one
like,
line.
"No,
It's just one
that's
line.
not what I agreed to,
All
man."
right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna explain where this is going because I have yet to actually do so. Back in the day, for those who don't know, I did improv. We would do some short scripted segments, and when I was on the writing team, I came up with what I thought at the time was a good idea. It was ultimately axed by me because I didn't think they were good enough. However, since the lowbrow humor is that of my channel, I figure it is okay to share the idea here. It didn't get very far, but the premise was, you know how in like Sesame Street or for like a children's TV show they introduce numbers or letters in something that corresponds to such thing in order to teach the youth. I thought, wouldn't it be funny if we got something from like Gotham, Batman's perspective? Like A is for arson or something dark and gritty like that. And ultimately, we went a little more kid friendly, but not so much as I'm reading some of what I wrote here. I got to the letter B in the alphabet before I was basically like, we can't do this. I made it two short segments. Um, so while you clean, Kevin, I'm going to get a shot of you here so we can watch you while I'm reading this dialogue here. I'm gonna mount this gnome here as we get a nice view of you, and I am going to present to you the first two letters as described by Batman. And to be sure, you don't want the line "Yes, Mr. Bruce." You don't. What if we changed Master to
I don't
Mister?
even know when my line is supposed to be. Like it's gonna, and it's always
The
give
second
an inch, take
sentence.
a mile with you.
The second sentence. That's all. All right. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do this. All right. And it's not going to be as delivered as I normally would because they are watching TV in the next room, and it is an open. So I'm not going to belt this like I normally would. So this is going to be very much a a very subdued Batman delivery here. So I apologize for that, but let's get this going. And you're going to see where this spirals out of control very quickly. Hey, is for Alfred. And that is when the line, "Yes, Mr. Bruce," would come in because
See,
Alfred
you
would
could have just done
enter.
it yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I did. I did this to keep it going. Okay. Alfred, I have before me this morning a classic American breakfast: 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, 2 sausage links. Do you know what I'm missing, Alfred? Batman's apple juice. A is for apple juice, children. So, Alfred, how's Batman supposed to teach without his apple juice? Bring me my apple juice, Alfred, and it better be a Mott's, goddammit. All right, and that's where I'm going to end that one because I'm already getting looks from the kitchen.
Yeah, I can see why this was an idea that you did not move
It was
forward
an
with.
idea that never went anywhere. You're right. You're right. Okay, this one got a little bit darker. Okay, a little bit more. We'll tack on the 13 to this PG rating. Okay, so B is for Barbara. Sorry, Batman was just thinking about last weekend. You see, we had a falling out of sorts. I walked in on Barbara and the boy Wonder. I caught him in the act, bouncing up and down. Well, no one asked Batman if he wanted to turn on the trampoline.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
But long story short, Batman had a bit of a bat tantrum and spent 2 hours apologizing on the commissioner's lawn. We both decided we needed some time apart. Totally mutual. She didn't acknowledge me, and I left when she turned the sprinklers on. That was a bit funnier.
Okay, no, that's like that does not need to be tied to like the. I
Yeah.
think there probably is something there in that one,
Yeah.
but like it does not need to be tied to the children age for apple juice.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. I went darker on that second one for sure. I wasn't quite sure what we were gonna do yet. You know. So it went from teaching kids to just Batman's alphabet, and I think that's where it would have gone from there. But you could see where the idea was kind of going. We never really honed it out, so just very short, simple little things. We had planned on fully like filming this stuff too, like just having it in as images. Oh, how horrible! Now that I think about it, after our conversation, I think B should have been for Bane. Fuck Barbara. And I ain't talking about his mom. You know, I
No,
feel
I know
like
everyone's
instead
all
of
about
bringing
the
what's up?
Joker and everything. I do think once again, I know I'm personally biased, but I do think Bane is probably the coolest Batman villain, all things considered, and doesn't often get his flowers, especially after what happened with how he was in even the '90s movie, sort of
Can I
just like
just
a mindless whatever.
can I just say I hate that saying. I don't know why I hate it so much. Getting their flowers. Like I know it's their acknowledgement. Their I just I hate it. I don't know why. It doesn't sit right with me.
Well, you'll get over it.
Yeah, well I have to. We've got a show to do. And I will also say, I think that your reading of Reddit post was far more entertaining than that was. Now, if I could have put more passion and really delivered it, I think I could have made it more entertaining. But the fact that it was a subdued
Mm,
Batman,
I don't
I couldn't
think
give it
the
as much
acting
passion.
was the issue. I don't think the acting was the issue.
Again, there's a reason I'm not on the writing team anymore.
Don't think. Here's the thing. If anything, like your commitment to the bit is very. What's the word I'm looking for?
Awful.
No, 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 no. It's one
Admirable.
of the better. Yes, very admirable. Um, you're just like I don't. you're just like, I don't care if it's bad. This is it. This is what we're doing. And I was just like, okay.
Now
And
listen,
I
yeah.
do think that's a very respectable quality.
I know it's not going to be good. There's a reason it never got used. Like I'm not like listen, but I promised I'd bring this up because there was some small monochrome of interest amongst the chat last time when I had brought it
So
up.
basically, Tony wanted you to do it.
No, actually. Tony wasn't even there.
Okay.
It was three different people actually. It was the same group that was here for the Reddit stuff. Which, by the way, I think going forward in these is a fantastic idea to have like two or three of those lined up because I listened to that back and damn, was that entertaining.
Why do you think there's so much brain rot content of people reading or an AI voices reading Reddit posts on like TikTok and Facebook Reels and stuff?
Dude, I hate those AI voices. I hate it. I
I know.
we're gonna turn into you know what grinds my gears? AI voice generators. Okay. I don't know why we need to hear Plankton singing Celine Dion's "My Life Will Go On." I don't know why anyone thought that was something the world needed. It's good, don't get me wrong, but we don't need it. Instead, make that AI fly airplanes better than the pilots that have been crashing them. How about that? How about that's a worthy endeavor to strive for? We need some
I'm not going to talk
diversity,
about the
hire
air.
AI.
Okay, we are getting political. Got it. Uh,
It wouldn't be a
no, I mean,
Powerwash stream without it.
yeah. Um, what was I going to say? Fuck, there was something I was going to.
It was about AI.
No, so the yes, I do think overall it is bad, but I will admit the voice generated AI did give us one good thing, and that was. Are you familiar with the YouTuber Jay Schlatt?
Yes, I do
Yeah,
know Jay Schlatt.
yeah. Um, somebody put up an AI generated. So then you probably know this story. I don't know if anybody listening to this knows this story. Somebody put up an AI generated cover using Jay Schlatt's voice, like they uh, AI copied Jay Schlatt's voice to do a cover of "My Way" by Frank Sinatra, and
Oh my god.
Jay Schlatt was like, "Hey, fuck this! I could do so much better by myself," and so he did. He recorded and released his own cover of Frank Sinatra's "My Way"
That's
that went
beautiful.
viral to the point that it had to be taken down and scrubbed from his entire channel because of copyright law. But
Oh,
it
which is
got to the
another
point that
reason.
people were like, "You should release an album," and so Christmas 2024, there is a Jay Schlatt Christmas album, and he does a really good job with it. I mean, it's all just like the old crooner, like 50s, 60s, 70s, like classic Christmas songs that we all hear on the radio that time of
Oh
year.
hell
But I'm just
yeah.
like it's really impressive. And he put up a whole video, like mini documentary of like how he prepared and like trained for that, and like he was just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna do this, and like went in 100%. He did not like half-ass anything, which I find even more respectable.
Hell yeah. If you're gonna do something, like you gotta commit. That's awesome. That's really cool. I will say the last time I did karaoke, I belted out "My Life." Was it? Is it "My Life"? It
My
was Frank.
wife.
No, not like that. Oh, so this is life. I think it is by Frank
Oh, that's
Sinatra.
life.
That's life.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
life. That's what all the people say. That
yeah,
one.
and yeah. That's exactly the one I did, which is great because I practiced for 2 weeks while I was on my high-low with a lot of people looking at me as I drove by. But yeah, Frank Sinatra, man, his music fairly simplistic. Worked very well with his voice in that old. It was very of the time kind of sound quality, and I
I
think
mean,
it's
I don't
fun.
know what that tone is. I don't know if it would technically be considered like a baritone, um,
The
or
tone I would associate
what
it
it
with
would
is
be.
it was made for radio in the heyday of radio. That is
No, I
the
mean
tone
like
that I
there's
think
there's
of.
actual like like falsetto, tenor, alto,
Mm, mm.
baritone, bass, and I know there's others that I'm like falsetto is one, but that's another one that's on
Soprano.
the higher end. And it's like so it's like he actually has a really good voice for whatever that specific like octave is.
Mm.
It was, I mean, it was kind of limited. Like he didn't have like a wide range, but what he was able to do
He
in
nailed
his
it.
range was very good. And I think there's a reason we still, you know, like those songs today.
Oh yeah, I mean it's and when you think about it, like some of the oldies are definitely gonna stick
Old,
around. True timeless classics. Like you hear them in the Guardians of the Galaxy. You hear them in the Fallout soundtrack. They use them in a lot. A lot of old soundtracks are used in video
mhm.
games. One because they're cheaper to clear, I think, and two, they're just really good. It's the passion. Now you don't have people talking about, oh God, I'm going to go there. I'm going to hear it from people, but you get a lot of like specifically rap is huge nowadays. Rap was not really a thing. It was was it R&B back in the day? What was the precursor to rap?
You want the real shit?
Yeah, yeah. What?
Technically, if you break it down, the precursor to rap was fucking disco.
I can see it. I thought you were going to say scat.
Because like how because like it all started from like if I'm remembering correctly, I watched a documentary on this, but it was a long time ago. So
Damn,
some of
flex
this
those knowledge.
may just be regurgitating shit that I'm misremembering and it's not accurate at all. And I'm willing to admit that. But if I remember, it was in the 70s, like mid to late 70s, and it like kind of broke out of like the dancing culture and like the a lot of clubs had like shut down and getting like the DJ mix tables were like pretty easy to come by secondhand. They started throwing like dance parties on like the street, and that's when like we start getting like the record scratches. They're just kind of like playing and going freeform with the medium, and especially with like the drum beats. And then it started evolving to like what rapping was them like basically like doing the poetry and stuff like that over the music. Some of this I know I'm getting wrong, but yeah, it was all kind of came from them like the people. God, them is wrong. That is a really wrong way to put that, and I'm just putting my foot in my fucking mouth here.
I'm
But
here
like
for the
the
knowledge.
early innovators
Yes,
of the genre
the
was what
blacks.
I meant to say. No, I mean they were primarily African American. It was an African American movement for sure in New York is kind of where it all stemmed from, and like the breakdance culture and all that there.
All right, we're missing something somewhere.
Makes you not thorough.
Well, I'm looking. I'm looking around. I'm toggling the red blood fountain button, and I'm not seeing anything popping up red.
You didn't see any of this that you walked right by.
Where are you at? Nothing's showing up when I hit the
Yeah,
dirt
because
button.
I'm cleaning it.
Oh, well, I'm
Red
like,
might not
nope.
be the best option for you.
You know what? Maybe I'm blue-red colorblind. It's something I'd never considered.
I think we have been down this road. This is red orange
Well, I have a
colorblind.
hard time distinguishing like dark blue from black. That's been documented. Um, I guess I'll just go around the inner part of this fountain and just hope that that's where I missed it. But no, that's fascinating, and I can totally see disco being the precursor. Oh,
Here we
hey, I
go.
found it. All right, there was some there. Awesome. We are done with the entire bottom. I guess I'll hit the very top now.
Oh, I was gonna
Now,
do
before I try this,
that.
oh, see you
This
later,
bottom part's
sucker.
gonna suck.
See you later, dibs. But no,
He's called
that's
the
really
international
fascinating.
love dibs. There's nothing I can do now.
It's okay. It's a lot faster to clean up here, so
Oh
I'll be down very soon.
no. Oh no.
What's wrong, buddy?
There's a lot of rust here.
Oh,
The
that
yellow
sucks.
yellow nozzle's not cutting it.
Oh no,
Do I have soap?
that's a shame. That's right. I'm just polishing this gnome's grundle real quick.
Do I have soap? Oh
I don't,
no.
I don't know. Do you have soap? Dude, how did your crotch get so dirty, dude? Yeah, get up in there.
Yeah, there is some soap.
Oh, do we have soap, actually?
Yeah, they gave us a little bit of stone soap, which I appreciate.
Ooh, you know what? Let me get in on that. Wrong nozzle. We'll do the soap nozzle with some. You said we had stone. We have metal and stone cleaner. Okay. Spray down this little gnome right here. Hell yeah. I find that the soap isn't very good. I don't like the soap nozzle.
I mean, it's not
It's not
the
accurate.
absolute best, but if we'll get through the tougher stuff pretty quick.
Oh God, it did nothing. Oh, this thing sucks. All right, I'm just gonna go.
I mean, are you sure that what you're looking at is stone and you have the
Yeah,
right soap equipped?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. It says stone.
Double
Yeah,
in the orange?
yep. In the orange, it says stone, and man, did it not clean stone. All right,
Is your bottle empty?
it is now.
Look in your bottom
Yes,
left.
it is. It certainly is
Was
now.
it?
Yes. Oh no, it was still in the process of draining when I realized it didn't do anything. And that could totally be user error. I may have been a little too far away, but I thought I
Oh
was.
yeah, it's better to get up on it. It's not a whole lot of range.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Oh my god. It's Jason Gnome. Natural born gnome. Oh wow, even in the cracks of the curls of his mustache, this man is filthy. Oh, it's a mixture of metal on the stone. That
Yeah.
explains it. Okay. That's why this motherfucker's not clean. So how's your weekend going, buddy?
Oh, it's going.
I know we play this, it's literally the end of the weekend, but
I know. All right, I'm officially out of soap.
Damn, I have
No,
4
it's
bottles you
going.
could
It
use.
was no, it's going good. I was telling you off stream. Um, I went out last night with some friends to a craft beer bar.
Yes,
And
you were talking about
tried all
that.
sorts of stuff. Tried a little too much, but that's okay.
Knowing your limit. That's important.
I mean,
You had a
I was not
DD.
alone. I was
That's
with friends. We had a DD.
it's the best when you have one buddy that just doesn't drink but like still enjoys your company. I'll tell you, my week has been fantastic. It just got really good because today, well, actually yesterday, they released the second to last episode of solo leveling for the season, and it was a fight I have been waiting and waiting for because they did this show does an amazing job of leaving you on the worst of cliffhangers. I screamed at my TV the week prior where they left us, and man, did I leave satisfied yesterday. Oh, so good. Once we get you on that solo bandwagon, man, you'll
Everyone keeps telling
experience
me to
it.
watch it, which is only going to absolutely ensure that I never watch it.
That's why I haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, or Freerun yet. It's like you don't tell
I
me what I want to watch. I'll decide what I want to watch.
I did watch the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen, and then I saw the movie, the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. It is pretty good.
Huh.
I don't know what happens after that. It might be a situation where it shits the bed in season 2 because God knows we've seen that.
And my friends all swear by it. They're like, you gotta watch One Piece. You gotta watch Death Note. You gotta watch One Punch Man. I'm like, I'm not watching any of those. So I
The
understand, and I do it out of
first season
principle.
of One Punch Man was really good. Once again, did not watch anything after that because it took forever for season 2 to come out, and by the time it was out, I'm like, I don't care anymore. The
Fair
hype is
enough.
dead.
I mean, it's kind of
You
like
gotta
the
strike while
same
the iron's
way.
hot.
Like when like we're on an off season and I have to wait to get caught up and then I get invested in other shows. It's like I watched the first 2 seasons of Konosuba. I haven't watched any of the third season yet.
I think I've only
I
watched the first season of Konosuba.
uh, invested 3 seasons in absolutely binged in like a single week. Kaguya-sama: Love is War. Season 4 came out, but now I'm so like disjointed from it. It's like I'd have to watch the 3 seasons to remember where I'm at. I don't have the time for that, which is why season 3 of ReZero I haven't even seen, and I watched the first 2 seasons of that.
See, I heard Kaguya-sama Love is War is so good, but
It's
instead of watching
fantastic.
it, I got all the manga digitally, and I'm like, I just gotta wait till I'm in a headspace to read.
It's really good. I really enjoyed what I've seen of it. Are you familiar with the Persona series?
I'm familiar with its existence as a
Okay, yeah.
thing, but
So Kaguya-sama does something insane, and I'm assuming they have some sort of connection to it to get away with it. But one episode, they literally play it like an episode of Persona 5. They're like, we're gonna steal your heart. It's really good. It's a great crossover episode. Not or like an homage. It's not even like a crossover. They just dress like Joker, um, and throw you through like this detective esque side
the
story, and
anime
it's
just
like,
does that shit sometime. I saw this clip of a show, and it could have been somebody like I don't know what it was, but it was definitely in Japanese, and like I heard like what was being said. So I don't know if this is like a Japanese shitpost that I somehow found that got dubbed into English, but this guy is like trying to console this girl. Um, and like he's there, he's just like, hey, calm, like take a deep breath. Let's stop and like let's try and get your mind off things. It's like, do you like to watch anime? He's like, yeah, I like to watch anime. What anime do you like to watch? Like, oh, One Piece, Ski Des, Attack on Titan, you know, Ski Des. Like, oh, okay, who's your favorite character in One Piece? She's like, I like Zoro. Zoro's a good character to pick. She's like, can we not do this right now? My dad is dead. And he goes, who
What?
cares? We're talking about One Piece. I'm like, what is this show?
Sometimes anime seems like you should be watching the abridged series, and it's just the main
Well,
shit.
depending on the depending on the show, you definitely should be watching the abridged series,
No, like you would
arguably.
think that you're watching an abridged series, but it's the actual show. It's like just
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
like,
left
what the?
field one day. It's like the writer came in and decided, fuck it, satire, baby, let's go.
Yeah, like, it's just like, can we not do this right now? My dad is dead. Who cares about that? We're talking about One Piece. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Fuck your dad. He's dead. He can't talk about One Piece, but you can. Whoa. Wow.
It's just like I think I kind of understand where that scene was going, but it's just like out of context. Oof.
Oh man, that's great. I also really like it. I described it to you. I forget the anime I was watching now because I've watched like 17 since, but I know I brought it up to you at the time. There was an episode where they paid homage to the animation studio that was doing the actual anime. So they ended up taking a field trip to this animation studio and meeting people, like their animated versions of the
Okay,
people
no,
that
I
were
remember you
drawing it.
showing me this. Yeah, like the
And
anime characters start having an issue with like the animators like in the show.
yeah, they accidentally killed the background artist, so for the rest of that episode the background wasn't like drawn in for that episode. It was so fun. It was really cool. I love when animes do that kind of shit where they're just like self-aware.
I do enjoy the fourth wall break. It's fun.
Oh, shit. I'm in the rust now. Damn it.
Yeah. Welcome to my life.
That's life. Fuck.
Yeah, can't do that. Eric's third channel coming soon.
It's already out, man. All right.
Are you talking about Orange YouTube?
Orange Tube, man. YouTube
Orange
Orange.
YouTube?
Yeah. Which I've started to lose fun in as well. I'm like, yeah, same old, same
You've
old.
lost the fun in Orange YouTube?
I have. I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like, what's the point?
That wow, your life is really sad if you've given up on Orange YouTube.
Yeah, it's
Do you
just
know what
like,
Orange YouTube is?
yes, I have a channel on it. What are you
Okay.
talking
I
about?
wasn't sure if you understood the joke.
Yeah, I understand the joke. It's like, yeah, I've just lost the joy. So no, it's just like I'm still waiting for this house to clear, man. I'm still waiting on the court. Ooh, yay. Yeah, I'm down here now. I've joined you because I fell and I can't get back up.
Ah, scrub.
Yeah. Wow, it sucks down here, by the way. What the hell? Can't believe you work like this.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started about the conditions I've had to work in over the last 5 years.
Gonna really open up the PTSD here.
Bro, I still have nightmares about working for that fucking cell phone company. Like,
Is it really
legitimately.
that bad?
It's fucking rough, bro. I hated that shit. It's just paid really well.
Well, that's how they get you.
And it's like I hit a breaking point. I'm like, this just isn't worth it anymore. But the problem was I was there for 7 fucking years or something like that.
Which you would think would give you some monochrome of pull, right? No, not at all. Because at the end of the day,
No,
they
because
don't
they don't give a shit.
need you. They don't care.
Corporations don't care about you. Your job doesn't care about you. Don't care about your job. Do the bare minimum.
Okay. Um. Man, it's been quiet. Not a single person in chat today.
I mean, you did kind of burn everybody out if this is your third stream.
That's true. Oh, I should tell you what I streamed earlier. So I started.
Peggle and
Oh,
I'm
you
trying to
you
remember what the other.
you know.
I have notifications turned on for your channel, man.
You're a great friend. The Game of Life was the other one.
Oh, right. I remember that now.
Yes. Have you ever played Peggle?
Yes, we've played Peggle. Like I've played Peggle at your house.
It had to have been the original Peggle then, because this was Peggle 2.
I don't know whichever one was on your Xbox back when you were at your dad's
Yeah, that
place.
was the original Peggle. Yeah, because that was on the 360. I completely forgot we played that together.
Pretty sure we recorded some of it.
That might be why I've lost all memories of the old channel now. The disappointment was heavy, Kev. Just as I started to experience a little bit of a following, they took it away. And still to this day, I have no reason other than a list of the guidelines that they sent me with no description of what I did wrong. They just sent me a copy of their rule book electronically.
One of these rules. You tell us which one you think you broke.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I broke any of these.
I'm like, none of them. I believe it's actually your job to tell me what I did so that I don't make this mistake in the future. But yeah, it's wild. No strikes, nothing, just out of the blue, entire channel deleted. Didn't have a single copyright strike, no, and nothing. It was just gone. It's like, okay. 12 years of my life gone. Memories archived on that channel I'll never get back. God, how many years has it been now that I've been doing this? I really should just stop. I started in 2007. This was my first video on YouTube.
Which I saw, which was nothing like what you upload now.
Yeah, do you remember what it was called?
No, I just remember it was the theme park ride, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Chaos from Cedar Point. It was the first video I ever had up on my channel. It was my senior year trip. Not even, it was my graduation actually I went there for with a couple of my buddies. We all graduated and like let's go to Cedar Point, celebrate. We stayed at the Heartbreak Hotel, got into the park early, and I had been gifted a camera because I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want something to document, to have memories that when I'm old I'll remember through video. And the first thing I filmed with it, other than us just hanging out being stupid in the hotel, was the ride Chaos. And I set it to some generic music that they allowed free use, and it was just on the channel. And it was the first video that ever got over 15,000 views, so I was able to monetize that channel. Because back in the old days, if you had one video that made it to 15,000 likes, you were eligible for monetization. And that was also when you couldn't have longer than 15-minute videos. There was a video limit for time. Old school YouTube, man, was wild. Nothing like it is now.
The world just keeps on changing.
Yep. Back then, you would get notifications for what are known as legacy channels, which are like the original named. I actually had the original Final Rush channel. It was just Final Rush. No ones, no X's, no dashes in there. It was just the actual name. They're like, hey, this account has been inactive for so long. Would you like the name? I'm like, yes, because at that time I was going by Final Rush 2010. And then I ended up getting access to the original Final Rush, and then that channel got deleted, or something happened. I lost the legacy, and I ended up changing it to Final Rush 1, 2, 3. I think I had both of them concurrently, but 1, 2, 3 just worked a little bit better. And then that got deleted for no reason, and now I'm just using my actual name, which wasn't taken. Crazy. Makes me think I am unique.
Everybody's unique. But you're definitely the most unique.
Thanks.
You
Is
take
this
that
a
however you want to take it. But I mean it well.
U is for unique?
Now I don't mean it well. Now it's derogatory.
Oh. Oh man.
See? Acting. See, everybody? More acting.
Uh, I appreciate it. You're a good guy, Kev, when you want to be. When you're not pretending to be a bad guy. Acting!
Sometimes it's fun to be a bad guy.
It is.
But you get too bad, and then I just feel guilty, and I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Bro, this fountain filthy. I think metal is my least favorite thing to clean in this.
How many extensions do I have? Getting these second level gnomes are gonna
I'm leaving
make
those
me
to
want to
you.
stop playing this game.
Bro, just wait until you get to some of the DLCs later. Whew.
Boy, you're really making me want to keep doing this with you.
It's much better having someone else to suffer with you, though. And keep in mind, like this is your profile still. I'm helping you.
I know.
I've been through this hell, but I don't mind it. I don't mind doing it with a friend here. Power washing, that is.
Powerwash. Oh boy. Okay, 90%. I can be happier with that number.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look. That's pretty damn good. I don't remember what we left it at, but
40, I think it was. 49.
oh, oh yeah, all right.
Ah!
Respectable. I
I
take
fell.
that sound you fell.
I did.
There you go, champ. Or you could do it the idiotic way I did and jump your way up here. I don't know why I attempted that, but I did it.
But how did that make you feel?
Well, I accomplished it, so pretty good actually.
That's the important thing. Why aren't you clean?
I did shower.
Not you. This is another reason to hate gnomes.
Jesus.
Gnomes aren't real, it's fine.
You
You're
don't
allowed to
know
hate
how people
imaginary
identify.
things.
There are people that identify as quote unquote Santa Claus. Okay, there's got to be someone out there that identifies as a gnome. There has to be. I refuse to believe there isn't someone. And you know what? Of course, that person's going to watch this video, and they're gonna yell. They're gonna get offended. That's like
Why
saying they're.
identify as a gnome when you could identify as a hobbit or a dwarf? There are just objectively better options.
Geez, why don't they just become sovereign citizens, Kevin?
Well, that's also an imaginary thing, so it doesn't matter.
Recently on YouTube, I've been getting recommended judges just tearing those people apart. I don't know why. Just one day it showed up, and it's like,
You've completely
man,
fucked your algorithm up.
yeah, I don't
It's
know what.
never going to go back to normal.
Well, there is. You can clear everything, but then I have to get through all my likes again. It was the worst because I like to fall asleep to YouTube sometimes. So I'll wake up to just a bunch of political shit just in my
Yeah, turn
library.
autoplay off.
Yeah, I really should.
It's okay. I put on um, live streams of like basically like thunderstorm noises to go to sleep.
Bro, yes, me too. Sometimes that ambient, like just white noise is great.
Shout out to Dreamhouse. I hope you're not some weird fucko.
Jesus,
But he's
dude.
got the he might be, I don't know.
I hope
So
you're
like
not
maybe the shout
some
out's a bad
gnome
idea.
lover.
Yeah. Hope you're not some gnome loving Nazi sympathizer or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're a cool dude, but you got the best thunderstorm streams.
I like the ones where you're like rocking on a boat with like a storm outside, or like a nice rivery creek next to a crackling fire in a cave. I don't know. Those ones are good for me. And then you fall asleep to those ones with the binaural mics where they're just like nibbling and licking your ear, and it's like, hey,
No.
I can't even say that one with a straight face. That one was a bit, but you all know what I'm talking about.
Here's the thing, like I'm all for like ASMR, but some of the ASMR gets weird and some of it is
Yeah,
definitely being produced as fetish content and not like
for sure. We're so close on
gnome
this Basin
Gnome,
Bowl.
gnome, gnome. All the gnomes are done. I did the gnomes.
Yes. Look at this. And I got the base and these edges. Yes. Kevin, it's all coming together.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I said no. No means no.
But eventually, if you slip up one time, it
Getting,
becomes a yes.
it's getting a little rapey in here, Eric. It's getting a little rapey in here. Might want to change that joke.
Oh man, there are a few ways we could go with this, Kev. Yes, I could abandon, jump off this ship, and hope that it never that people forget about it, or I could double the fuck down and go down in history and lose my channel. So,
Channel
how will
number 4.
how
Channel number
will
4.
how should I play this? Yes, Kevin, I do love fountains. Okay, I'm sure I brought this one up to you in the past, but it's relevant because it just showed up on Crunchyroll, and I've started
Okay.
watching it again. A couple years ago, me and Ed just happened upon this top animes of the summer for like whatever year we were in.
Hmm.
And we came across one that we both decided, well, why don't we give it a shot? And it was called The King's Avatar. Uh, oh, you sound like you were going to say something. Do you know
This
anything
is
about
this
this?
is this is the Chinese one that was on YouTube for a minute.
Yes, yes, which is where we watched it.
Yeah,
But only
because
nine
we watched most of it.
episodes. Yeah, only 9 episodes were out at the time. They now
So
have
wait, now
two
it's on Crunchyroll?
seasons. They have 2 seasons on Crunchyroll, and I started watching it again.
Oh, yeah, that might have to be a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm in season 2. I'm on episode 3 right now, and I am back in, man. I am back in. I started it up again yesterday. Got through season 1. Ooh. So for those who don't know, The King's Avatar is an esport anime. The basis is the guy who is the number one player is on a competitive team called Excellent Era. And on the pro scene, there's a lot of politicking going on behind the scenes. And basically, he's not good for advertising, which is where a lot of money gets made. So they're using that as an excuse in saying that he's getting older, his finger speed isn't what it's supposed to be in order to kind of bully him off the team and make him abandon his contract, which will ultimately cost him a lot of money. So they said, well, we'll keep you on the contract, but you're going to be taken off the pro scene. You're going to be a trainer for the new talent. He's like, you know what? Just what do I sign to get out of this altogether? They're like, okay, you have to not compete for a year. You aren't allowed any sort of contracts, and you're going to forego this X amount of money that you would be paid. He's like, fine, whatever. I just want out. Because they were already grossly underpaying him anyway. So what happens is he gets replaced. He gives up his account, his main account that he was using, to someone new who plays in his place now. He was forced to retire publicly and isn't allowed to play professionally for a year. So what he does, at this time, a new server is being launched, server 10. So he's like, you know what? I'll just play casually from now on. But he's a pro. So he's teaming with all of these noobs, breaking records left and right, and he starts gaining the attention of the pro league again. They're like, who is this guy? We want this guy. It's so good. So he ends up leading this new group of noobs and teaching them all the tricks of the game, and they're able to actually fight on par with all of these pro teams, and it's just a fun watch. I highly recommend it. That's the king's avatar in a nutshell. There's a lot more
That
to
was a
it.
good show.
I will say it is a bit jarring going back. It didn't bother me too much at the time, but I don't know if it was in order to save budget or what, but there is a meshing of art styles. You will go from a beautifully drawn art style to like absolutely jaw dropping. I can't believe they thought this would seamlessly go well. CGI. It is very early CGI, and it does take
I mean,
away a
how
little bit.
long ago did we watch that on YouTube? Which
It was
also, yeah, it was
years ago.
originally released. The original U.S. release was on YouTube, subbed only, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
it is still subbed only on Crunchyroll, so it is still in Chinese, which isn't
God, I hope it was actually
that bad.
Chinese.
It should be. I believe it is a Chinese anime. Hold on, you keep washing. I'm gonna fact check myself real quick.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, hold on, let's.
It sounds Chinese to me. I'm gonna double down on this. I'm double downing on it.
Watch it be not
The
Chinese.
King's Avatar
Well, I'm just gonna have to. We're gonna have to retitle.
anime. Yeah,
Gonna have
it's
to
a
retitle this.
Chinese
Okay, good.
donghua web series originally. Um,
I was gonna say we're gonna have to accidentally.
yeah, no,
We're gonna
it
no, not
was an
accidentally.
esport team in
We're
China. Where okay, yeah, I guess I could give you the Wikipedia
no, that's
description of it.
fine. I was just to say we gotta be careful. We'll have to, after what I did trying to explain the origins of rap and hip
Disco?
hop, and then this, if it doesn't, and if that's not Chinese, we're gonna have to retitle this stream "Accidentally Racist."
No, I was very confident in that, which is why I ripped it, Kev. Um, so it's a really good show. I'm enjoying it. My second time watching it now. Plus, now there's a season 2, so it continues from where I last left off on it.
I mean, I'm just glad it's found a home somewhere else.
Yeah, because they had on Crunchyroll for a while the live action series of it, which I wasn't about. I watched it. I'm like, yeah, it's close enough, but I'd rather watch the anime that I started with. And I'm really glad that season 2 came out. I will say I got thrown for a loop and did kind of lose interest a little bit during the beginning of season 2. I don't know if you want me to ruin anything, but there is just one bit in particular that I'm like, why did this have to happen? And I'm sure there will be a reason for it later.
Yeah, I mean, no spoilers.
Okay. I will say this because it doesn't give anything away. It falls in line with one of his family members. I just didn't think it needed to happen. Like, and you've had this kind of take on animes before. Like, why was this character introduced to us? What point do they have in the show? How does this progress anything whatsoever? That was the feeling I took away from that.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
mean,
wondering if you'll feel the same way.
yeah, I mean, I have a huge, I mean, not a huge, but like, a, what's the word I'm looking for? A reoccurring issue in a lot of like fictional media and stuff like that. Like, why? What is this character doing here?
Mm-hmm. You want everything to have some sort of a meaning, and I understand that because otherwise it's just wasted time. Like they're clearly here for filler because I don't know why else they'd be here.
Well, it was so like thinking back to the original Suicide Squad movie, right? That was my issue. Like, so the I don't remember the name of the villain. It is an established DC villain. I just don't remember their name. But that was the whole thing. It was like their souls. I'm like, okay, you
Fuck.
get DC's Katana on on this uh, on the team, and like, okay, that's a deep cut, but like that kind of makes sense, you know, having her there to help deal with this particular type of villain, and like DC's Katana is it's a cool like deep pull like assassin like female assassin character from Japan who's got a sword that can like steal souls and shit. And so like I'm sitting there, we go through the whole thing, we get to the final climax of the movie, and it's like, oh, okay, there's this. I'm like, so they don't use Katana or her sword at all to defeat the villain that is an evil soul that has possessed someone else's body. What the fuck was she here for?
Yeah, you would think the stars would align,
Other
right?
than to
But
just
no.
be fucking waifu bait. Like, what is. Why.
Oh no, not waifu bait. That is a shame.
It's just so. Fucking. No. Like.
So
And I
yes,
mean,
you're
I guess
probably
I
going
could
to
see
have
the
some
argument.
issue with season 2 then.
Like, why are
But
we here? Well, what was. What was it? Are you still there?
yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Okay, sorry. I don't know. My headset audio mixing like changed drastically all of a sudden. I'm like, am I still in chat?
Yeah,
What's
yeah, you're
happening?
here, buddy.
In God, was Shangri-La Frontier, right?
Yes, we have to watch
Where
season
we like,
2.
yeah. Well, like they like out of nowhere like introduce this guy's family. I'm like,
That is what
who the
happened.
fuck are
Yeah.
these people? Why are they here? What is the point?
Dude, his dad's a fisherman, man. You got to know this
He's
shit.
his dad's a fisherman, and he's got sisters who have like one like works in like the fashion industry or some shit.
Well, that was to establish uh Pendragon because she is an actual fashionista model in the real world. So he knows a side of her that is unflattering. She just likes to wreck people and troll noobs online. So that's her connection to that. Fuck. Ugh. But yes, I understand completely what you're getting at there.
Like, why are you here? What are you adding to the story?
Oh, it's
Like,
this underpart.
if you just want to be here for like cool shit, then like that's fine. But like, do cool shit. Do cool shit that makes a difference.
All right, this basin is annoying. Okay.
Yeah, don't. God damn it!
Did you fall again too? Dude, I keep
Yes.
falling. Like there it is. Okay. Oh, lower basin edge just oh, it's right here.
Basin wall. Oh.
It's this thing right here.
Still two more.
Yeah, yeah, this one next to it. This one just didn't get very washed. Okay. All right. This one. Okay, upper column. That's on me. That's on me.
No.
I think.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought I was definitely doing some of these, but maybe I didn't get all of them.
It's like so close. Okay, what other one? This one. Oh, dude, we did it!
It's finally
Oh
over.
my God, let's go back and take a look at this baby from the outside. Oh, look at that! Look at our work. Look at our hard work, man. This looks great. I'm gonna watch our time lapse. Oh, look, it's already got some finished from last time.
Oh boy.
The park warden says You know, Dirt Finder, looking at it in this glorious condition, I can't help but think we've got ourselves a real money spinner here. Fill it with fresh water, plop in a few cop and a sprinkle of nickels and dimes, and call it the Muckingham Wish Station. This place will be paying for itself in no time. Much obliged. I don't know what I like swapped into three different accents in that reading. I apologize for all those I offended. But that is going to be it for the Gnome Fountain. Kevin, do you want to take a look real quick and tell us what next stream is going to entail? Because we're going to be doing it all in one go.
I think the next one would be the mini golf course.
Ooh, the mini golf course, which on my channel we did for one of the 12 days of Jackbox. It was a two-parter. That's how big that thing was. I think it ultimately took me 6 hours to do. I actually pulled Loki in the second day to help me out with it. Like it's a massive course. I'm wondering how fast the two of us will be able to tackle it, but we're gonna try to get it done in one. I want
Well,
to
we'll
thank
just
y'all.
start that one early.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a 5 o'clock time on that one. Yeah. Till next time, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining, and we will see you all Tuesday. Because I'm going to be back with some more Monster Hunter. We're going to be going through the main story with our girl Tetrarchos, and I've already got a surprise for you. Something we're going to be starting up for day 4 of Monster Hunter. I'm going to be doing a unique set of armor for the Palico and my Hunter for every single episode going forward. So we're going to see the Chatacabra sets on both of us next time. I've already got those crafted and ready to go. So that'll be something. Till next time, everybody. Bye bye. Thanks for power washing with me, Kev.
Yeah, thanks for making time.